Hello everyone, welcome to Learnaholic India. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn about Software Development Lifecycle, that is SDLC. In today's session, we are going to cover the following topics: overview of SDLC, what is SDLC, why SDLC is used, which are the phases of SDLC, and we are going to see the models of SDLC. Let's start with the overview of SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle, which is also known as SDLC. Sometimes it is also referred to as System Development Lifecycle, which is a process used by the software industry. It is used to design, develop and test high quality software which meets or exceeds the customer expectations. Software development lifecycle reaches within the time and cost estimates. It is a systematic process for building the software that ensures the quality and the correctness. Software development lifecycle consists of a detailed plan which tells us how to plan, build and maintain the specific software or system. SDLC is a process which is used by the software industry to design, develop and test high quality software. It aims to produce a high quality software which aims to meet the customer expectation. SDLC is the acronym of the software development lifecycle. It is called as software development process. SDLC is a framework which defines the tasks which are performed at each step in the software development process. ISO/IEC 12207 is an international standard which is used for software lifecycle processes. It aims to be the standard that defines all the tasks which are required for developing and maintaining the software. What is SDLC? SDLC is a process followed for a software project within a software organization. It consists of a detailed plan describing how to develop, maintain, replace and alter or enhance a specific software. The life cycle defines the methodology for improving the quality of software and overall development process. SDLC is a process which is followed for a software project within an organization. The software development should be complete in the predefined time frame and the cost. It consists of a detailed plan which describes how to develop and maintain it. Every phase in the life cycle has its own process and deliverable that feed into the next phase. The question arises, why to use SDLC? So here is the answer. SDLC helps to increase and enhance the development speed of the software. SDLC also offers a basis of project planning, scheduling of the project and the estimation of the project. It improves the client relations. SDLC provides a framework for a standard set of activities and deliverables. SDLC helps you to decrease the project risk and project management plan overhead. SDLC is a mechanism for project tracking and control of the development process. It also increases the visibility of the project planning to all involved stakeholders of the development process. Now we will see the software development lifecycle phases. The following are the stages of the software development lifecycle. So there are total 5 phases of the SDLC. First is planning, that is requirement gathering. Second is requirement definition, that is define the requirements. The next is designing. After that coding phase comes into the picture. After that testing of the system, then deployment of the software or the system, and after the deployment, maintenance comes into the picture. Now we will see each and every phase one by one. The first phase is requirement gathering. is also known as requirement collection or analysis phase. The requirement is the first stage in the software development lifecycle process. It is conducted by the senior team members with inputs from all the stakeholders and domain experts in the industry. Planning for the quality assurance requirements and recognition of the risk involved is also done at this stage. This stage gives a clear picture of the scope of the entire project and the anticipated issues, what are the opportunities, also the directives which are triggered in the project. Requirement gathering stage needs team to get detailed and precise requirements. It helps companies to finalize the necessary timeline to finish the work of that system. The second stage is defining the requirements. It is also known as feasibility study. Once the requirement analysis phase is completed, the next step is to define and document the software needs. This process is conducted with the help of software requirement specification. That is the document, which is also known as SRS document. It includes everything which should be designed and developed during the project life cycle. In feasibility study, there are mainly 5 types of feasibility checks which should be taken into consideration. First is economic. In that, we have to ask question to ourselves, can we complete the project within the budget or not? Second is legal. Can we handle this project as cyber law and other regulatory framework or compliances? The third question is regarding the operation feasibility. Can we create operations which is expected by the clients? The fourth question should be asked, which should be technical. That is, need to check whether the current computer system can support the software or not. And the fifth question should be about the scheduling. Decide that the project can be completed within the given schedule or not. The third stage in the software development lifecycle is designing the product architecture. In this third phase, the system and the software design document are prepared as per the requirement specification document. This helps define overall system architecture. This design phase serves as input for the next phase of the model. There are 2 kinds of design document developed at this stage. First is high-level design and the next is low-level design. In high-level design, what should be included? In high-level design is done for the brief description and name of the each module is described. In this high-level design, an outline about the functionality of the every module is described. Then interface relationship and dependency between the modules is mentioned. Then database tables identified along with their key elements. Then complete architecture diagram along with the technology details are also explained. The next design is low level design. In that, which point should be taken care are functional logic of the module is explained. The database tables, which include the type and size of the column or rows. Then the complete details of the interfaces are mentioned. Then addresses of all type of dependency issues are taken care of. Then listing of error messages are also taken care of. Then complete input and output for every module is also explained. The fourth phase is coding phase. Once the system design phase is over, the next phase is coding. In this phase, developers start to build the entire system by writing the code using the chosen programming language. In the coding phase, the tasks are divided into units or the modules, and these tasks are assigned to the various developers. It is the longest phase in the software development lifecycle process. In this phase, the developer needs to follow the certain predefined coding guidelines. They also need to use the programming tools like compiler, interpreter, debugger to generate and implement the code. After finishing the coding, the fifth phase comes into picture, that is the testing. Once the software is complete and it is deployed in the testing environment, the testing team starts the testing and the functionality of the entire system. This is done to verify that the entire application works according to the customer requirement. During this phase, the quality assurance and testing team may find some bugs or defects which they communicate to developers. The development team fixes the bug and sends back to the quality assurance for retest. This process continues until a software is bug-free, stable and working according to the business needs of that system. The next phase is installation or deployment phase. Once the software testing phase is over and no bugs or errors left in the system, then the final deployment process starts. Based on the feedback given by the project manager, the final software is released and checked for the deployment issues, if any. In this phase, the product may be first released in a limited segment and tested in the real business environment, that is user acceptance testing phase. After the deployment, the last phase is maintenance phase. Once the system is deployed and the customer starts using the developed system, the following three activities are occur. First is bug fixing. In this activity, bugs are reported because of some scenarios which are not tested at all. The second activity is upgrading the software. In this phase, upgrading the application to the newer version of the software is done. The third activity is enhancement. In this activity, adding some new features into the existing software. The main focus of the SDLC phases is to ensure that needs continue to be met and that the system continues to perform as per the specification mentioned in the first phase. Which are the SDLC models? There are various software development lifecycle models defined and designed which are followed during the software development process. These models are also referred as software development process models. Each process model follows a series of steps to its type to ensure the success of the process of the software development. So in the software industry, the most important and popular SDLC models followed, which are waterfall model, iterative model, spiral model, V model, Big Bang model. In the software development process, other methodologies are also used, such as agile model development, rapid action development model, rapid application development and prototyping model. In the next tutorial, we are going to see these models one by one. All the models are described in detail in the next tutorial. So thank you for watching today's session. If you are new to this channel, then subscribe to Learnaholic India and don't forget to click on the bell icon for the latest video updates. If you like today's video, then like it, share it with your friends. Also, if you have any query, then please comment below. Remember one thing, sharing of knowledge is gaining of knowledge. That's it for today. Stay tuned for next video. Thank you once again.